I know you're wondering, what on earth is a mudlark and what is mudlarking? Sounds horrible, doesn't it? Well, actually, it's a lot of fun and it's a pastime that thousands of people across the globe enjoy. But specifically, a mudlark is someone who scavenges in river mud for items of value. And it's a term used especially to describe those who scavenged this way in London during the 18th and 19th centuries. The practice of searching the banks of rivers for items continues to the modern era, with new technology like metal detectors sometimes being employed to search for metal valuables that may have washed ashore. Mudlarks would search the muddy shores of the River Thames at low tide for anything that could be sold. By the 18th century, people living on or near the river could scrape a meager subsistence this way, and most mudlarks were young boys ages 8 to 15 or robust elderly gentlemen, but on occasion, girls and women were scavengers too.
Are you going to show Smokey Joe your treasures?
God, that's heavy.
Look at all your treasure. We are here today to look through our treasures and look through the treasures of the great Smokey Joe Frank, archaeologist with the state of Louisiana. Tell us again what your official title was.
I worked for Louisiana Rehabilitation Services full-time, and I did part-time consulting archaeology work while I was there, but that was self-employed.
Okay. Well, we ran into Smokey Joe at an event, and he showed us some of his finds from the Mississippi River.
Right.
We went the next day, and because you know us, we've got to look for our treasure.
Okay.
And we went the next day, and we found several things, and so we're going to go through our things, which are probably not, you know, we may not find the Ark of the Covenant today. But we did find some interesting things. And if you know something about them, tell us. If not, we'll just say, that's a piece of granite. And then we're going to go through some of Smokey Joe's finds over the years, and he's got some great stuff. So be sure and stick around for that. So, okay, let's go through some of our things. We did find this piece of granite. These are all still wet because we just cleaned them off. But I don't know, just off of a probably piece of furniture, wouldn't you say?
Furniture. Yeah, lots and lots of furniture back in that day.
And it could be... It's probably old, but it could have been down, you know, put down there.
This is part of the old trash dump, the old city trash dump from years ago.
Okay. And it's been, I was going to tell them also, it's been underwater, but the Mississippi River is lower than it's been in years and years.
Yeah, it's 10 or 12 years, and this is one of the low years.
So we were able to get down further and find more treasure. Okay. So this is definitely part of a shield that takes you to the Ark of the Covenant. I'm sure of that.
That is, I'm sure.
Okay.
It's basically a piece of furniture covering of sorts.
Okay. Maybe a round table or something.
Table. And it may have been, you know, the river does a lot of work on some stone.
Sure.
So it's been tumbled and rolled around, and it may have lost its luster.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. This one, what I thought was pretty interesting. I mean, it may all just be pieces of furniture and dishware, but that's a big piece of glass.
That's a big piece of dishware.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. I'm not going to say it's blown, but if it was blown, it would have a nipple in it where they took to pull the deal out.
Kind of looks like it might be going toward one right there, but
yeah, it would sit like this.
Yeah, that was an interesting find, though. I mean, something that big, but I mean, it's so thick. That's, I guess, why it lasted. It didn't break into.
They could afford it, and so.
Right.
It's finally happened! What all of you have been asking for so long. I have become a lady. Thanks to Established Titles, an incredible organization out of Scotland that gives you the opportunity to officially change your name to either lady or laird. It goes back to the ancient Scottish tradition of landowners in Scotland using the titles of lady or lord or laird. Established Titles allows you to buy at minimum 1 square foot of land in Aberdeenshire, Scotland. They also will plant a tree in your honor with each purchase and give you an official plot number. Best of all, you can officially change your name to lady or laird.
It makes an amazing last-minute gift. Established Titles is actually running a massive early Black Friday sale right now. Plus, if you use code RESTORATION, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/restoration to get your gifts now and help support our channel. The first 200 people purchasing a title pack using our link will effectively be next to my plot within a few minutes of walking distance. We can create our own little Restoration Nation kingdom. Established Titles is a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping global reforestation efforts. Its land is on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland. They work with global charities One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future to support global reforestation efforts.
Do yourself a favor. Do something magical for yourself or your loved one today. If you're like me and you find gift giving impossible because all of your friends and family already have everything that they need or want because they buy it for themselves, make them something special today. Make them a lord or a lady with established titles.
What do you make of that? Definitely part of a cannonball. No, that's just probably more pottery.
It's like off of a small liquor jug, possibly.
Okay.
But yeah, if you go into some of the places in town, they have all the whiskey jugs everywhere.
It needs the 3 X's on it, so I'll know from the cartoons what it is.
That's a big whiskey. Wait a minute, is that a big whiskey jug or not?
Oh, I think that's probably an ancient Indian artifact.
They were giant Indians.
They were giant Indians.
It can't be but you know, with this in it, sometimes you ever seen a butter churn?
Oh, well, I was just thinking it might be part of a butter churn. Yeah, but that's definitely
up and down.
Right,
stroke.
right.
But it's so much.
It's a big piece though. It's heavy.
Heavy piece.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're getting down to the smaller stuff now. So another piece of.
Yeah, I don't have a green mason jar with me. But this is off of a mason jar.
Okay.
This would have been a lid to a mason jar.
Now, did you find this down there? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into yours here in a minute, but
that's
yours are going to be more interesting than ours. But I still wanted to show all of ours. Some decorative pottery.
That's mocha ware.
Mocha ware. Okay.
You see they would take it and mix finger, and you do that with your fingers, and you get this swirl. And they come in pots in all this is mid 1800s or later. But yeah,
so I mean
that comes out of Indian graves during the period of time when they were burying them. That was a popular ware.
So 150, 170 years old.
Yes,
you can see that on the camera, but it's a pretty decorative piece.
They come in a variety of colors.
Okay, this looks like a stop maybe for a bottle.
That is from.
Oh, okay. It's missing the very top of it then, okay.
Okay.
Oh, look at that, exactly the same.
Now,
Let me see, make sure this camera sees it.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's just missing this top. So it's the top of a bottle though.
It's top of a Lee and Perrin's Worcestershire bottle.
Oh, okay. Well, how old do you think that is?
I remember them as a kid. I know, so they were making them in the late 1800s up to about 1960.
Well, we've got this one, which we find interesting. We're trying to guess what in the world that was. I thought maybe it was some kind of fishing sink.
No, it's copper.
Oh.
The weight of
It's got good weight, yeah.
But copper was the best conductor, and still is a good conductor.
Okay.
And it's probably related to some type of electrical. And that's a ginger bottle. I have a complete one if you want to look at it, but that's a ginger bottle. It had some type of alcohol in it. It's this color, and the top comes to a light brown or a tan color.
This one's got a little bit of decoration on it, not much.
It's a soup bowl.
All right, well, that's just one day we went down there and looked, but I think we found some fun stuff.
Oh yeah,
in our one day of looking, in our Mississippi mudlarking is what we decided to call it.
If you get the next rain you get and the river's still, that's when because most of that sand was sat there when the river went down. It hadn't been moved. If you get a 2-inch rain, it'll just flush all that sand out. Then you have a whole new Under the Hill.
Okay, run down there and check it out.
Of people down there getting my stuff.
All right. Well, let's look at some of your things, and I'll try not to get them mixed up with mine and take them home by accident. Okay. I'm just kidding.
Okay. These two toy whistles.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see it on here, Lane? Is that good?
Let's see. They come in different shapes. It doesn't blow anymore.
Now, is that tin or what is that? I mean,
I call it. Most of this is a kind of a lead. It's the one that people survived back in the day.
Right. They're blowing in the lead.
Okay, this is a Newton grocery store, and it's good for 1 loaf of bread.
Oh, you're kidding! So it's a token.
It's
basically.
a token, and there, you still find them. You still find them down there.
Really?
Yeah, I have a friend that that's what they collect. Tokens. I
love
found one the other day.
That's fun.
It's in there, but you can barely see the 5 cent.
Okay.
The rest of it, I don't know where. I'm not good. I don't really want to clean the metal because what'll happen is you clean it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at all this fun stuff.
Children's toys.
Oh, a little hoe? Is that what that is?
That's a little hoe. Now the arrowhead, no, it doesn't belong there. A broken copper key.
Oh yeah.
And you get dozens and dozens of the porcelain wheels. Lots of bullets. Lots and lots of busted up bullets.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that one was fired. It's definitely got, I don't know.
That's a crinoid stem. That's a fossil.
Oh,
and you find them everywhere, and gravel piles in different places. Shell buttons.
Shell buttons. Look at that.
Shell. This is a little 22 karat amethyst ring that came from down there.
Okay.
Oh, the other one is it was a coin, and the Indians didn't have a lot of value for coins, but if they were silver, they would hammer them down and make silver jewelry.
Oh, okay.
And that's a earring.
Made from a coin.
Yeah, made of coins. That's early 1800s, early to mid 1800s. Late could be from 1730 to about 1840, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this is interesting. What is this? Who knows?
That's a fleur de lis.
Right. Look how pretty that is. Delicate work.
Fleur de lis, they got popular, about 40 years ago? Well, they've always been popular. I mean, the French flag and everything.
Okay, show me some of the special finds you got here.
That is a Chinese opium pipe.
Oh!
I found it and brought it to a lady in town that had been going under the hill. She said, I'll give you $10 for it. And she said, oh, I can't do that. She said, if you could read Chinese, there's Chinese writing on it.
Okay.
And she says, a Chinese opium pipe. So I'll get on the computer, and sure enough, it's a Chinese opium pipe.
How much was it worth, though?
Oh, I don't want to.
More than $10?
More than $10.
Okay. All right.
We were talking about jacks a while ago. That's what a jack. Yeah, a little.
That's a good one. Yeah,
that's a good one. You get tons of jacks down there. Then you have the big bullets, probably Civil War vintage bullets.
Yeah, that's big, heavy.
Yeah, heavy. And that's for, see that little mark, the little screw. When it's down in the barrel and having trouble getting it out, they have a rod with a corkscrew on it. They turn it, and then that's how they get it out.
Oh, I gotcha. If it gets stuck in there.
Yeah. Lots and lots of those.
Oh, that's a great
little toy passenger train. I don't have any here, but your charm bracelets, you find a lot of charms.
Okay.
You fit on it. This is sterling silver, little bugle.
Oh, look at that. That's great. And it's silver. All right.
That's a little fan.
Oh, look at that. That is, look how delicate that is. That's beautiful. Lane's gasping over there. Oh, that's fancy. What is that?
Some of your old surveys were made by Murray, and that's Murray Coachwork. That's the little logo that would go on the side of one.
Okay.
And now Murray makes lawnmowers, and he makes a weed eater. But see, I think it says something
I
like
see Murray,
Coachwork by Murray.
Right, yeah.
That's from and good copper cleans up good.
Okay.
You know, you can clean it up pretty good. This one, I have a full size one. That's a toy Indian head pipe.
Yeah.
And I actually have the pipe.
It's a toy pipe.
The real
That's
pipe.
Funny.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the stem comes out here. So they had a toy pipe.
Toy pipe.
Get them ready early, right?
You were talking about coins.
Mm-hmm.
Found that the other day. It's a 1897 quarter from New Orleans Mint. On the back, it's got a little, you can't even, a minute 0 or O for the New Orleans Mint.
Oh, okay.
This one, you can't make, that's an Indian head penny.
Oh, I can see it a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I can see it in the light really well.
Almost a perfect dime.
Yeah.
And it's kind of tarnished, but I'm not going to clean it.
No, I can still
But
see it against the light.
You can see all the little dots, and it doesn't have a mark on it, like the new
Now, what
one.
year is this from?
That's 1916, I believe.
Okay. Well, I love it. Thank you very much. You can see, I told Lane when we were down there, I said, boy, we got another reason to move to Natchez now because we love to look through stuff like that and find treasures. And so much of it to us is, you know, somebody made this lovingly 150 years ago. It's treasure to us, even though it's broken and was trash to them.
It's the sad part about it. When I was 10 years old, I probably shot it with my BB gun. My daddy loved to fish.
Sure.
And we would go down there, and we would just spend the day waiting for him to come back. And we had BB guns. And now,
Shooting anything there.
when you go in there and you find a Dr. Pepper bottle, a clear one that has made in Natchez on the side of it.
Oh, wow.
No telling how many I shot. I could retire on just the bottles I shot holes in, and now I'm looking for them. So,
Well, thank you so much, Smokey Joe Frank, genius archaeologist, Natchez, Mississippi, retired here where he calls home. So thank you so much. We'll see you next time.